You'll have to forgive me, guys, but I'm not sure exactly how to begin this one. I'm not sure how it's going to go. Full time from Anfield, Liverpool 4, Arsenal 0. And it's absolutely no exaggeration to say it could have been many more. Petr Cech, probably the only Arsenal player to emerge with any kind of credit from today, made a number of important saves. Actually, they weren't that important. Let's be clear. We would have been battered regardless of whoever we'd had in goal. But they kept it from becoming a pure farce earlier on in the game. Arsenal were dreadful. And to be honest, I don't feel surprised. I would have been surprised if we'd gone there and won. I would have been surprised if we'd put in a performance to be proud of, But I think away from home, we've seen this so many times, particularly at Anfield. And watching this Arsenal team today, the FA Cup win over Chelsea, just seems like a fluke. You don't have to be a great team to win the FA Cup. That's the thing. That's the problem. That's what it always comes back to. That for years now, Arsene Wenger's kind of saved himself at Arsenal by winning the FA Cup. But winning 6 games and winning the Cup is not the measure of a side, really. The true measure comes in the Premier League. And when it comes to that, we seem to be on a downward trajectory. Today was not the nadir, but it was close. It was close. And not the gulf between the sides was horrible. The lack of application from the Arsenal players was sickening. And the feeling it's left the Arsenal fans with is utterly depressing because we've had so many false dawns, so many turn corners that have amounted to nothing. And we were all hoping that this season might represent something different. And there were some causes for optimism, perhaps in the new formation, perhaps in the signing of Alex Lacazette. But those just feel like they're disappearing all the time. I mean, Arsene didn't help himself today with the starting lineup. No Lacazette, no Kolasinac. As soon as he selected Welbeck ahead of Lacazette, I think he was making a rod for his own back, and that was backed up when Welbeck missed our most presentable chance of the game early on. We could have taken the lead. I think playing Oxlade-Chamberlain and Bellerin as the wing-backs has been an utterly baffling and bordering on stupid move, really. And Bellerin today looked lost at left wing back. Oxlade-Chamberlain looked like a guy thinking about his medical later in the week for his transfer. I mean, why he was out on the pitch, I don't know. Why Bellerin was out of position, I don't know. I do not understand the manager's decisions anymore. And I really don't understand the decision of the owner to stick with him. I can see why. I can see that it was the conservative choice, the safe choice. I can see that letting someone go after they win the FA Cup is difficult, but Manchester United did it with Louis van Gaal, and Manchester United sacked David Moyes, and Manchester United, seemed keen to dispense with the idea of Ryan Giggs taking over as permanent manager. Manchester United, for all their flaws, and for all they've not got it right in the past few years, do at least behave like a big club with high standards. When the manager underperforms, he is gone. When the players underperform, they are gone, and players are brought in at big price tags. We might not be able to compete necessarily financially, but we could certainly learn something about the way we operate as a club. And the manager, oh God, I'm tired of his projects. I'm tired of watching his teams. There are so many individuals you could speak about today. Aaron Ramsey, hauled off at half-time. Before that, just playing with no discipline whatsoever. Granit Xhaka giving the ball away again. Nacho Monreal and Rob Holding exposed as the wide fullbacks. Not enough pace to cope with Mane and Salah. It was a diabolical day, but I think speaking about individual players misses the point. This is a team and this is a manager who keep failing in the same way again and again and again, and keep being rewarded with contract extensions and comfort. And it is wrong. And it is exhausting to watch. And it is still August, and I'm not sure how I feel about facing another 2 years of this. I'm not sure if I have the stomach for the fight of watching it. The players don't have the stomach for the fight of competing, but I don't know if I can do it. This is a ramble, and I know that, but I'm hoping that there might be some sort of cathartic benefit to you in watching it, because we're all thinking the same things, we're all feeling the same things. There are a few days left in the transfer window. This is probably not a problem that can be fixed in the transfer window. Arsenal finished 5th last year. They signed 2 players, neither of whom are in the team today. Apart from that, it is essentially the same squad, except with considerable doubts over the future of several key players. It's the same manager in charge. It feels like the results are going to be very similar. So infuriating watching Liverpool play. Look, they probably won't win the league, but at least they play with an identity and with a spirit and with an established style of attacking play. We don't have any of that anymore. We are just throwing rubbish at the wall and seeing what sticks. And that's what the subs are like. The subs are just roulette, just chucking people on. Maybe it works like it did against Leicester, but that was pretty much a fluke. Maybe it doesn't work like at Stoke and like at Liverpool. More often than not, it won't work. There is no real cohesive strategy behind it. It's the international break now. We have got 1 win from 3 games, and we were quite lucky to get that win with that late Olivier Giroud goal. It's gloomy. It's gloomy. It's sad. Because what's really going to happen? What's realistically going to happen? Not a lot. Not a lot. Maybe we should all have been protesting more. I don't know. I really don't know anymore. I'm going to stop rambling because I don't have much more to say, really. I would touch, actually, on the idea of projects. I've seen Mesut Ozil come in for criticism with Gary Neville, a few other people. I don't actually think he was much worse than anyone else out there today. But the Mesut Ozil project has failed. And that is that since he'd signed in whatever it was, 2013, I believe it was, effectively the team has been built around him. And it is said that teams are often exist in their managers' images, but I also think that they exist in the image of their star players too. And we are kind of a team in Ozil's image. A fair weather team, not much fight in us, but when it's going great, it's great to watch. But when it's not, we just don't have what it takes, and we don't seem to impose ourselves. A lot of key players like Ozil are out of contract, and I would have managed this summer very differently. I think I would have looked to lose more of the players whose contracts were up. I think Alexis is the only one I would have really fought to keep hold of, and I would have tried to rebuild a side in a new image, ideally with a new manager. But same old. I'm going to go because this could go on indefinitely. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.